Imagine getting ready for a routine training flight. The weather looks good, the aircraft is pre-flighted, and your lesson plan is set. Everything seems ready to go, but one important question remains. Are you in the right condition to fly? In aviation, even small personal factors can affect how safely you perform in the cockpit. This is why pilots use the acronym IMSAFE, a simple but powerful self-check that helps you evaluate your own wellness before every flight. At Epic Flight Academy, instructors teach students to apply the Aviation IMSAFE checklist on every mission to identify and reduce human factor risks and stay safe in both civil and commercial operations.
My name is Ray Altman and I'm the Chief Flight Instructor at Epic Flight Academy. So the IMSAFE checklist simply checks the pilot's overall health and conditions before they get in the plane. It's something that every pilot should do, whether they're a student pilot or a professional pilot, to ensure that they are going to be safe flying, whether it's just themselves or hundreds of passengers behind them.
In this video, we will explain the IMSAFE checklist, what it is, how pilots use it, and why it is a crucial step prior to getting into the cockpit. Before we get started, make sure you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more aviation tips and insights from Epic Flight Academy. Let's get started. So, what does IMSAFE stand for? IMSAFE helps you identify personal risks that could affect your performance in the cockpit. Just like you pre-flight the aircraft, you must also pre-flight yourself. This simple self-assessment supports better decision-making and safer flying. Let's break down the acronym. I stands for illness. Any sickness, even something mild like a cold, can affect your cognitive ability, impair judgment, or create pain during altitude changes, especially with ear or sinus pressure. M stands for medication. Both prescription and over-the-counter medications can cause drowsiness or other side effects, and many are not allowed under FAA medical guidelines. Substance abuse of any kind is never acceptable in aviation. S stands for stress. Psychological pressures from personal life, such as family concerns, finances, or ongoing worries, can distract you and negatively impact decision-making in the cockpit. A stands for alcohol. U.S. regulations require that pilots do not drink within 8 hours of flying and maintain a blood alcohol content below 0.04. Even residual effects can significantly reduce performance, so flying hungover is never acceptable. F stands for fatigue. Tiredness lowers your alertness, slows reaction time, and makes it harder to handle emergencies or perform precise maneuvers during flight. And E stands for emotion, eating, and hydration. Emotional distress, hunger, or poor hydration can all impair concentration, mood, and overall performance, which becomes especially important on longer flights or in high workload situations. Even when an aircraft is mechanically sound, its safety still depends on the pilot's physical and mental condition. This is why the FAA highlights the IMSAFE checklist in the Federal Aviation Regulations and Aeronautical Information Manual as a core part of risk management. Pilots are encouraged to use it before every flight, especially when flying solo, to identify personal factors that could increase risk. Skipping this self-assessment has been linked to accidents where fatigue, illness, substance effects, or emotional stress contributed to impaired decision-making.
So as a pilot in command, you're solely responsible for the outcome of that flight. So making sure that you're physically and mentally fit for that flight is going to ensure that you will have the best outcome on that flight. If you disregard the IMSAFE checklist, you are disregarding a lot of safety in that flight, and it can lead to some dangerous conditions.
Before every flight, whether VFR or IFR, pilots should pair their personal IMSAFE checklist with the PAVE checklist, which looks at the pilot, aircraft, environment, and external pressures. Let's briefly explain this acronym. P stands for Pilot in Command. Use the IMSAFE checklist to confirm you are mentally, physically, and emotionally fit for the flight. A stands for Aircraft. Make sure you are familiar with the aircraft, confirm it is safe and airworthy, verify fuel levels and nav and comm readiness, and complete a thorough pre-flight using required equipment checks such as tomato flames, flaps, and grab card. V stands for Environment. Consider weather, terrain, storms, airport conditions, airspace, and the unique demands of night flying as you prepare for the flight. And E stands for external pressures. Be mindful of get-there-itis, or time pressure that could influence your decisions. Stay focused on safety and be willing to accept delays when necessary. Regularly using IMSAFE promotes honest self-assessment and supports strong aeronautical decision-making. It helps you determine whether to proceed, delay, or cancel a flight, always keeping safety as the priority. When you are the only pilot in the cockpit, your decisions must be sharp and deliberate. The FAA teaches a 5-part approach to single pilot resource management, which is the art of managing all onboard and external resources before and during a flight to ensure a safe outcome. This includes the 5P method: plan, plane, pilot, passengers, and programming. Let's go over them in a bit more detail. Plan. The plan covers weather, route, fuel, publications, and any events that support the flight. Pilots should review and update the plan throughout the flight, since conditions and factors can change at any time. Plane. The plane includes the airframe, systems, and avionics. You must understand how to use all equipment and know its limitations while continuously monitoring instruments to detect potential issues early. Pilot. This is where IMSAFE plays a central role. Completing the IMSAFE checklist helps you evaluate your readiness to fly and manage physical or mental risks during the flight. Passengers. Passengers can help with simple tasks, but their needs or expectations can add pressure or distraction. If a passenger is also a pilot, establish roles clearly before departure to maintain safe workload management. Programming. Tasks like entering routes, adjusting navigation equipment, or configuring approaches should be handled ahead of time when workload is low. Knowing how to use all installed and handheld systems prevents distraction and supports situational awareness. Aviation history includes many incidents that could have been prevented if the pilot had taken IMSAFE seriously. It is never worth the risk. Ask yourself if you have ever fallen into any of these common traps. Skipping the checklist altogether. Skipping the checklist altogether. Some pilots rush into getting airborne and skip any self-assessment. Your fitness to fly is just as important as your weather briefing or weight and balance check. Minimizing minor symptoms. Brushing off a cold, headache, sinus pressure, or lack of sleep can be dangerous. Even mild illness or fatigue can weaken judgment and slow your coordination. Assuming legal equals safe. A medication may not appear on the FAA Do Not Fly list, but that does not guarantee it is free of side effects. Always confirm with a qualified medical professional or FAA guidance before flying. Understand that being current meets legal requirements, but may not meet the safety and proficiency required for a flight. Underestimating stress. Stress from family, work, finances, or personal issues can distract you and impact your reaction time in the cockpit, even if you think you are handling it well. Ignoring hunger, hydration, or heat. General aviation flights, especially in aircraft without climate control, can lead to dehydration or low blood sugar. Both can reduce cognitive performance and stamina. Letting get-there-itis take over. Feeling pressured to complete a flight despite not being at your best is a major red flag. This is where IMSAFE and PAVE work together to identify compounding risks and help you make safer decisions.
In the world of flight instruction, flight instructors fly up to 8 hours a day, and you might start the day out feeling great, but as the day goes on, you start to get tired. You might get more stressed. You might even be more hungry or have an emotional reaction to something. And just recognizing that just because your IMSAFE checklist was passed on the first few flights doesn't mean that it's going to be passed on the next few flights.
Aviation demands sustained attention, quick decision-making, and precise control, which means even minor impairments can create serious risks. Factors like hypoxia, illness, fatigue, or stress may seem small on the ground, but can significantly affect your performance in the air. The IMSAFE checklist helps you bring wellness and medical readiness into every flight's safety equation. Remember, flight safety is not only about the condition of the aircraft, it also depends on the condition of you, the pilot. Consistently using IMSAFE supports a safety culture built on self-awareness, honesty, and professionalism, which are essential traits for every safe and responsible aviator. The IMSAFE acronym is more than just a memory tool. It is a personal pre-flight checklist that reflects discipline, responsibility, and smart risk management. When you use it before every flight, you support safer operations, reduce the chance of human factor errors, and make confident, informed decisions about whether you are ready to fly. It is one of the simplest and most powerful habits a pilot can use to protect themselves and their passengers.
Whether you're a brand new student pilot or you're an experienced airline transport pilot, the IMSAFE checklist is still being ran daily, hourly, as soon as you get in that plane or prior to make sure that you are fit to fly.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like. It lets us know that you're enjoying our content. And before you go, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss more aviation tips and insights from Epic Flight Academy.